Hey everybody, welcome back to more Pirate Galaxy. In the last episode, we went to Calabash to get a shield disruptor from that giant drone, and it was a lot of fun to kill. In this episode, we're going to use that shield disruptor to kill that pesky juggernaut, which has been causing havoc in Antares for some time now. I have with me tonight the lovely Fig of Imagination.
Hello.
And we're going to show you the method of doing this in a squad. It's very important. This is the first mission I really recommend having a squad on. I recommend at least 3 people, if nothing else for energy concerns. You know, you can do this in top blues, but you don't have enough energy to do it, especially if you pod and have to rematerialize. At that point, the mission is pretty much gone. So before we accept the mission, you want to have one person who's going to be designated to stay behind at the LZ. And the squad leader is going to head to the spawn point of the Juggernaut. He always spawns in the same place. Anyone over and above these 2 squad members are going to stay in orbit. So for this video, I'm going to be the designated person that stays behind at the LZ, and Fig of Imagination is going to be the squad leader. So we'll go ahead and accept the mission and fly down to the surface. Now, one thing that can be a bit tricky is nobody can actually land inside the original mission area. We both got lucky and landed outside of it. The person that lands with the squad leader and stays behind on the LZ is going to wait outside this mission area until the squad leader gets to the Juggernaut spawn point, which will be right below this little tip here at about low 60s, high 70s on the coordinates. The reason we're doing this is because you want the maximum time available to shoot at the Juggernaut. And doing it this way, everybody can land on the squad leader and start hitting the Juggernaut right at this little tip, whereas normally, if you just all landed together and started the mission up, you would get to the Juggernaut right about in here at this 3-way junction. So you can see that's a lot of time you lose with how slow the Juggernaut moves. If you do decide to try this mission solo, don't try to come up here to where the mission area is. The shortest way is around here. You want to go the way that Fig of Imagination is going, because right about where she is right now is where you're going to meet up with the Juggernaut. If you try to go around the other way, you'll end up chasing him for quite a bit longer and you'll lose a lot of time. Alright.
In position.
I am going to start the mission now. Now, as soon as the mission updates, the person who stays behind at the LZ is going to go to orbit and land back on the squad leader. At this point, everybody else can land on top of the squad leader as well. So you'll get to see just how much time this saves. This thing really crawls. It doesn't move much faster than a harvester. So this thing really doesn't have too many toys up its sleeves. It's pretty straightforward, just it tanks your shots and it hits really hard. It does have an attack buff and I believe a speed actuator, but that's about it. One thing you want to avoid is you don't want to get into too many fights with the regular mantis that are on the ground. If you can find an escort, that would be really great, because then you wouldn't have to worry about any of it. Generally, you just want to keep moving forward and wait for things to sort of drop off because you got too far away. You alright over there?
Yeah, my repair droid just needs to... There we go.
Alright.
We're good. Ender's really annoying.
Yeah, luckily since the Juggernaut has so much health, it doesn't really... Minder doesn't do too much to it. That is something to keep in mind, though. The Menders still mend the thing at the regular rate, so they're still fighting you just as hard when you're shooting at this thing. They just don't seem to do as much. Also very important, help out stunned squad mates if you can. Or just have a designated stun person. Preferably someone with a speed actuator or maybe a tank that can sit there for a while. That's another thing I guess I could talk about is... Oops, I potted there. Squad layout. You should probably have at least one tank and a couple of storms in your squad. That's the easiest way to do that. This tank should be the squad leader and should get to the Juggernaut first so that it takes the aggression off of it. This is one of the things that tanks are really good at, is sitting there and taking abuse while other ships, like storms, batter something to death. Another good combination if you've only got two people is a storm and an NG, where the storm goes to the Juggernaut. And hey, a Gravy. Anyway, the storm would go to the Juggernaut, and the NG would trip the mission area. And the NG would basically keep the storm alive while the storm took all the aggression. I think that would be the best way to do it with two people. But yeah, basically, you can't let the Juggernaut get up to the Carl Sagan. That's the only rule for this mission. You can die as much as you want, it just can't get to the Sagan or it'll destroy it. And that's all there is to it. Alright, I think that's going to be it for this video. I kind of wanted to do the finale and, you know, have it be standalone. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave your comments below. Don't forget to watch out for the series I'm going to do on Firefall, hopefully coming early next week. It's been a lot of fun. I will see you guys next time.